Well, I think there it is. I'm going to take it upstairs and, as usual, live with it for a little while. And that way, every few days I can, well, not every few days, I'll be looking at it a fair bit because it'll be in my living room. But as I view it over the next few days, I may find something that bothers me in it. Nothing bothers me in it right now. There are a few anomalies here and there, which I prefer to leave in a painting. That's part of what keeps it interesting. And after all, that's Impressionism for you. But I'll just point out a couple of things that I've done here. Let me just... Okay. I have... The water now is quite completely organized. I have a little bit of blue and purplish here, and I think that I may put a little more elsewhere. I'm not sure yet. I kind of like not doing that as well, you know? Anyway, I've laid some highlights in here. This is Cad Pale, a bit of alizarin crimson, mostly Cad Pale, cadmium yellow pale, and white. Just a few little spots here and there, just to try to make the water glint a little bit and repeat some of the colors that are here. Also, I've put a little more light on this trunk. That's burnt sienna, raw umber, and white. This is burnt sienna and white. So I've added a little more light on this trunk as well. And that's it. Towards the bottom of this tree, I've put a little more sparkle in this bottom bough and just one shot of light there as well. These rocks, I've brought the glow effect in a few spots, just on this edge, the top of this, and a little bit down here, and that's been it. This was a very dark triangle. I've lightened this small area of it just a bit. I think that is enough. I still have fairly light water against this a very straight line between the rocks and the water. But now that I have finished up putting my bit of glow and sparkle in places and lightening up this triangle, I think I'm happy with that. I think I'm going to leave it just the way it is. Anyway, all I have left that I know I have to do is a signature. And that should be it. Okay, I'm just going to... You know what? I'll take you off the tripod and just zoom in on a few spots. And then back out. Sorry, I have to get my glasses here. Just going to zoom in on a couple of my highlights. Now, of course, it's a bit tricky with the knife and you have to be a bit careful because the first knife work that I've done on these was weeks ago, and that's all too hard now. It at least has a skin on it, and most of it's fairly dry. So I've had to be fairly careful in adding highlights because there are so many ridges on there. You cross the wrong ridges and you'll end up with an accumulation of high value paint in a place that you don't want it. That I'm going to call a little piece of smooth driftwood that got jammed between two granite boulders. That's one of those anomalies. It's one of those things where somebody will say, I wonder what that's supposed to be. Well, hey, that's artist's license. I'll just zoom into these as well. A few water highlights. But you can see, even though it was done with the knife, that it has been overlaid several times in certain areas with additional coatings. You do it too much, you lose the hard lines that you want to define things. So you really have to be careful with that. Anyway, sorry about a bit of glare on the top of the painting, but those are my lighting conditions. Anyways, that's I'm going to call that a done deal. Thanks for sticking with me through the long, numerous videos of the progress of this one. And I'll have another one of the same size that I'll probably stick on the easel this afternoon and decide what to do with that. Anyway, thanks for watching and have a very good weekend. Or no, sorry, very good day. It's Monday. Okay, bye-bye.